Good morning, everybody. We are live. It's Monday, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, here where I live. Just got up 15 minutes ago. Usual risk disclaimer. Just pause the video if you want to read it. I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, ask a licensed investment advisor. Everything I do here is for entertainment and education purposes only. I'm not responsible for losses that may occur following any advice in this video. Yada yada yada. Like I said, just pause the video. I'm actually fiddling around with my FX book right now because this track record not verified on the small account. I was looking into it. Like I said, I just got up 15 minutes ago, so bear with me. I don't know why it is doing that. I just looked into it. It is actually connected. I did all that. I even put the master password of the account in it, and it still says not verified, and I don't understand why. I'm trying to figure that out right now. Let's take a look at the charts real quick so that we're not missing anything here. Oh Jesus, yeah, there was a setup right here. Started here, so we had the band coming out right around right before 5 p.m. when the day changed, and we had the first move up. This is the first higher low already, and we just had a signal. Actually, it's on this candle, huh? Look at that. So we can take that trade right away when this candle closes. Oh, that's something. Isn't that something? Here. Here we don't have the white arrow yet, but here we have it, and everything is same going up, so I'm gonna take a position right here on this one. By the way, this is the EA that I was talking about yesterday in the live session. Thiago was actually able to edit the EA, so it does it on the today's balance and today's profits. So that's perfect. So whenever hopefully we reach 3% today, it will just close all the trades. So just giving you a heads up when you see the trades all of a sudden being closed out. That is why. Hopefully we reach 3%. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna take a buy right here as soon as this candle closes. On Euro USD, unfortunately GBP USD is not there yet. And here we go. Stop loss right here. Perfect. Okay, now GBP USD is confirming as well. So let's see what happens here. Yeah. We have to wait for an arrow here too, even though we get all the signals here. We did not get the white arrow here yet. So I'm gonna wait for that. But this looks good. I like Euro USD. So first trade right away. And you can see in Euro USD we only have 102 risk. That's why I said in the live session yesterday, between all those four pairs, since gold and GBP USD usually have higher stop losses, the Aussie dollar and Euro USD have tinier stop losses in pips. So between all four of them, it usually pans out to be about 0.25% on the account on average if you get a trade on all four of them. So yeah, on gold and Aussie dollar, we're not quite there yet. This is still all red. Here we need one more green here and the arrow. We don't have that yet. And on GBP USD we still don't have the arrow. So, but on Euro USD, like I said, we had the bottom here before, right at the daybreak. At the daybreak. That was pretty much the bottom here. And then we had to move up and created a higher low. And it's a possibility for us to jump into the trade. And we had all the confirmations here. So let's see if we get a trade on the other ones. That would be nice. And there's the water. There's nobody in chat. Haha. Let me just put a message in the Telegram chat. And then also check my stream here, just to make sure that people can actually hear me. Give me a second. Okay, live, let's see. Check 1 2 1 2, check check. Let's see. Yeah, good. Okay, you can hear me. Perfect. All right, so let's see what happens. Okay, so GBP USD is pulling back again. And same situation here. We had the band coming out already right before 5 p.m. daybreak. 5 p.m. on Forex time. What's up, Mujib? So that was a valid entry here, and we had the first leg up, broke a high, so that's a higher high. This would be a higher low, but we didn't get all the confirmations here yet. On Euro USD, we did have all the confirmations. So we're waiting on that white arrow on GBP USD, and we do not have all the confirmations on gold and Aussie dollar yet. So let's see what happens. So I have the Telegram channel open too. And you can direct message me on Telegram as well if you have questions, and just see what we can do tonight. Yeah, like I said, with the MyFX book account, I don't understand why this is showing not verified, because I just put the master password in the settings And when I go in there, it shows me that it's verified. Here, let me go in here so you can see that. So verification, it says account authorized successfully. That usually means it's connected successfully. And I did hit connect, it said it was already connected. So, and it has the master password in there, not the read password on the account. So it has full access to everything on the account. And it still says that it's not verified, so I don't understand that. Doesn't make any sense. I might have to contact my Xbox over that and see what they say, because I did everything they asked me to do and it's still saying track record not verified, even though they have the master password now. Maybe give it a few minutes. I just changed it right before I went live, so maybe this will update in a few minutes. I don't know. So anyway, for now let's concentrate on the charts. Like I said, we did have an entry right here on Euro USD. We had the original start of the move right here, and then we already hit a leg up in the first higher low, and we had a signal here. We had the white arrow. We have all the confirmation, so that was a valid entry. We did not get that same arrow on GBP USD yet. However, it looks like we're gonna get an entry here as well, and hopefully on gold. This looks very nice because it just came out. The same with Aussie dollar. I like that a lot better. So let's see what's happening here. Usually they're all around the same time, those entries with those four pairs, because they move very similarly, whatever, you know what I mean. I'm not awake. Okay, just woke up 20 minutes ago. Give an old man a break. They pretty much move the same. You know, when GBP USD goes down, all the other four go down, and vice versa. That's what I meant. So it's surprising that we got the signal on Euro USD but not on the other ones yet. But maybe they're right around the corner. And again, don't forget, for entry we do not use the two bottom indicators. That's just for exit. As you can see, we had a sharp move down here on Aussie dollar, so those two bottom indicators might take a while to catch up. So what we're concentrating on for entry is just the first four indicators. Same here. So we do not look at those bottom indicators. And here we clearly had all four agreeing. Here we did not have all four agreeing. Now we got the white arrow on GBP USD. Very nice. So the only thing that's missing is the fourth indicator flipping to green, and then we can take an entry here as well. And here we have to wait on all four still. So it's still a little while to go. And Euro USD, we already in that trade. And again, don't be afraid to lose a trade here and there. It happens. All you can do is take high probability entries and follow your strategy. And as long as you do that, if you lose a trade here and there, that's fine. It happens. You're usually gonna make up for that and then some. So it's really not a big deal to lose a trade here and there. The risk on the trades that you lose compared to the gains that you have on the trades that work out, the profits are way higher than your losses. So if you start out the day with a loss or two, it's not a big deal. However, by our rules, if you lose 4 trades in a row which would equal roughly 1% on the account, then we're walking away on the chart. Does not happen often, but it does happen. So you gotta stick to the rules. Keep that in mind. So I'm keeping an eye on GBP USD now. Looks like we got the white arrow, and we just need that fourth indicator here to switch to green. And whenever it does it, we wait for candle close and then we enter. Again, the reason why I'm taking this entry is we did already come out of the band here. So that was pretty much the bottom here. That was also our entry. Right here was the original entry. So we had the prime entry already before the daybreak. This is the period separator here. And then it went up, created a higher low, created a higher high, and is now creating a higher low again. So we can jump right in on that one. That's the only reason why I take those trades, even though the band technically did not come out. It did already come out here. The same on Euro USD. On gold and Aussie dollar, like I said before, it just came out. So that's perfect. That's basically the prime entry down here. This is basically a pullback entry, if you want to call it that. Just explaining my reasoning behind it. So let's see what happens. And it looks like gold and Aussie USD are setting up for a buy too. Would be nice if we can get a trade on all four. Then we should be able to get the 3% on the day. That would be nice. Yeah, and like I said, just if you trade the same system, follow the trading plan. Again, don't be afraid of losses. They happen. I explained that yesterday in the live session. I showed you that example on gold where I got stopped out and then I got an entry right afterwards and it made up 5 times over for the loss. So don't worry about it. Those losses do happen and you need to learn how to take them. A loss here and there is not the end of the world at all. Does it stink? Yes, it does. But like I said, the losses on this system are usually very tiny, very small. And the wins are 4 or 5 times higher, so it's not a big deal. Once I learned that lesson, my whole trading turned around. So you just follow the trading plan. When you see a setup, you take it and hope for the best. If you get stopped out, you take the next entry. Just keep going. And again, like I said, some days if you lose 4 trades in a row, you stop, you walk away. You come back the next day. It's not a big deal. You do not have to have a trade every day. So I'm not going to go over the stats of the funded accounts and the challenge accounts yet because nothing has changed since yesterday. If you haven't seen yesterday's live session, you can watch that on my channel where I go over all the stats where we are right now on the funded accounts and on the challenge accounts. It's all in that video, and like I said, nothing has changed since yesterday was Sunday. And this is the first trading day for this week, so we're still where we were in that video. So you can go back and check that if you want. It's all there. Okay, so we got the white arrow on GBP USD. And what we're waiting for, like I said, is now for this indicator to flip. So I gotta keep an eye on that. And once that flips, we still have to wait for candle close to confirm that it sticks. When it flips and then it sticks, that rhymes. Anyway, yeah, so now we have to wait for this one to flip. And once it does, we have to wait for the candle close. And then on that candle we can enter a buy. and we have 3 confirmations on gold now, so we still need to wait for the 4th to flip as well. And on Aussie, and we also need to wait for the white arrow here. Yep. And same on Aussie dollar, we need to wait for the white arrow, and then we need to wait for the flip. So gold, we're waiting for the white arrow now. Once we have the white arrow, then we look at the bottom indicators here. Here we do have the white arrow now, so now we're waiting on this one. As soon as this one gives us the green light, we go. Yeah, and like I said, that EA will take care, or we'll take a look at the profits that we're running, and even on the closed trades, if we have a small first trade and we close it out first and then continue to take trades, this EA takes a look at the profits over the day since daybreak, and as soon as we hit the target amount or target percentage, which is 3.1%, I explained that number in yesterday's video too, which happens to be 52,582 on the account. As soon as that target is hit, the EA will close every open trade. That means I'm going to take my 3% and I'm going to walk away. That's how I'm going to play it this week, as I explained yesterday. By the way, if you have questions, you can ask in the chat. I have the chat window open, and I also have the Telegram channel open. You can reach out to me there as well. And I'm starting to wake up. I didn't even make coffee, man. Let's see, once the trade develops and we have our entries, maybe I get a chance to make coffee real quick. Definitely liking that entry right away from the get-go. Kind of tempted to just take an entry on those 4 as well, because again they usually move together, but I'm gonna play it by the handbook basically, and wait for all my confirmations on all pairs. So I gotta keep an eye on GBP USD. Maybe it flips before the candle closes. If not, then we have to wait. Doesn't look like it. So I might give it one more candle. No flip yet. Okay. Like I said, I play it by the books, so no entry yet. Looks like it. 6, 5. Yeah, no entry yet, so we gotta wait one more candle. Same on gold. Same on Aussie dollar. Okay. Still no flip. So we take a look at right before that candle closes, if it has flipped until then. Okay, now Aussie dollar shows 1 green. That's still not enough. I definitely like this on Euro USD. That looks nice. So now we just have to wait for the other 3 to basically catch up. Euro USD is leading the pack tonight. Yeah, and you can see my trade size today is 1 lot, 1.02 lots per trade, which is 0.01 per 1,000 on the account. Since the account size is at 51,000 at the moment, that equals out to 1.02. Okay, now we got a flip on gold, and we have a flip on GBP USD, so we can, on candle close, we can take both those entries. Perfect. We just have to wait for candle close to confirm that, because this might actually come down and then this switches back and then there's no entry. So let's just wait for that to happen. Like I said, we gotta wait for candle close anyway. But this looks good. So right now we have a valid entry on gold and we have a valid entry on GBP USD. It's very nice. And now it's pulling back, so this might flip back actually. Let's just wait and see. I'd just take a look right before that candle closes and then see if it's still valid, and if it's still valid, then we take the entry. Simple as that. Yeah, now it flipped back, see? Here. On gold it's still on. But on gold we don't have the arrow yet. Ah! Okay, so we don't have a valid entry on gold yet either. Okay. That's fine, I'll wait. Ah, now we have the arrow. See, once you complain. Okay, so for now we do have a valid signal on gold. It just has to stay that way until candle close. We do not have a valid entry on GBP USD. This flipped back. But if this stays the way it is right now, it's a valid entry. Again, for entering, we do not take a look at the two bottom indicators. That's just for exit. For entering, we only look at the first four. And they flip to green now. We have the white arrow. And it looks like it stays. So when the candle closes and it still stays that way, then I will take an entry. Here we don't have it yet, because that one flipped back. So I'm getting ready to take a position in gold. Yeah, gold looks good to go. GBP USD not so much. Alright, let's take an entry here. And we go. Entry. Stop loss right underneath the dots. There we go. Yeah, and this one pulled back. So this one really pulled back. Now we might get stopped out on this one. And again, I don't move my stop loss to break even anymore either. So keep that in mind. It's just either hit my stop loss or hit my profit target. There's no in between anymore. And yeah, it looks like we're getting stopped out here. Isn't that a thing? Yep. Okay, that's fine. So we lost this one. Good thing we didn't take this. So again, that's fine. We're just waiting for re-entry now. Usually you get an entry right after. So yeah, we lost $100 on Euro USD, roughly 102, I think. Which is okay. Like I said, our target is 3% on the day, which equals out to be 1,500 on that account, roughly 1,500. So if you lose $100, that's not a big deal. It's okay. Just waiting for re-entry now. It might actually come all the way down and clear the low of the day, which was here and here, before it starts moving up. Wouldn't surprise me. On gold, that was actually the low of the day after the end of the Tokyo session. So gold, we might get away with it. Good thing I didn't take that GBP USD. It would have been 2 losses. Oh yeah, it's grabbing liquidity. Look at that. Gold, we're still in the trade so far, so. But there's a good chance that we get stopped out on this one as well. Speaking of, our balance is now back to 58.8, so I have to lower my lot size again. Just by 0.01. By the way, if you're watching, say hi. Let me know you're here. Yeah, like I said, a loss here and there, that's not the end of the world. I had a few days where I started on 2 losses, 300 down, something like that. And then ended the day in over $2,000. So if you occur a loss, it's not a big deal. As long as you use 0.25% risk on your trades, it's really not that much of a big deal. Oh, excuse me. I'm waking up. I actually got a nice nap in before the session today. Which is always a good thing. Yeah, yesterday I was running around like a chicken, running some errands, and I visited my roomie in the hospital, got some food. I was out of the house for a good while. Well, looks like he's gonna get out of the hospital um, by the end of this week, which would be cool. I'm actually gonna learn him. I'm gonna teach him how to trade the system as well. So he's gonna start his own thing, and hopefully starting his own funded accounts as well. Since he has to be laying still for the next, I don't know, 3 to 6 months until his bones heal. He has a fractured pelvis bone, so he cannot move. So he has to lay down basically and wait until his bones heal. They couldn't do the surgery on him to help with the healing process, unfortunately. So he has 3 to 6 months to go. So I told him, I said, no, well, if you got nothing else to do anyway, then I might as well teach you how to trade, and then maybe in those 6 months until you have to go back to work, you might not even have to go back to work and do your own funded account challenges and whatnot, build up the accounts, and by the time you're healed up, I mean, you might make more from trading than you do from your job. Then you don't need that job anymore either. And he's like, yeah, that's a good idea. Because I always tell him about my status and updates and where I'm at. Excuse me, that was a water bottle. And he's always like, man, I wish I could make that kind of money. And I said, I can teach you. But he was always working, so it's hard for him to be up in the London session, which is in the middle of the night here where we are, and then go to work in the morning. But now that he has nothing to do for the next 3 to 6 months, I said, yeah, let's get together. I'll teach you everything I know, and then maybe you can start your own challenge, and then build up some funded accounts, and then maybe you get to a point where you don't need to work anymore before you heal up. So that's the plan. When he comes out, I'm gonna show him everything until he understands the system, and then he's gonna start trading on a demo account. And then once he feels comfortable with everything, then he's gonna start with a small $50 account on his own. I said start with a $50 account. When he get that account up to $100, then withdraw the $100 and buy a first $10,000 challenge, and then keep building from there. So that's what we're gonna do. So in future live streams, you might hear him in the background or on a second mic. Let's see. If you're new to this channel and you hear that sound that you just heard, that's me vaping. So I used to smoke for a long time, and I quit smoking over 10 years ago now. Wow, it's been a while. So vaping helped me to actually stop smoking. And I know it's not the healthiest thing either, but it's 10 times healthier than smoking. And it tastes good, I enjoy it. So, just so you know what that sound is. Okay, looks like we're still on the trade with gold. We might get away with it. That's good. So let's see if we can get a re-entry on the other ones here. The kitties are mad at me because I got up out of bed. They were all sleeping right next to me. No, I woke them up. They're not even looking at me right now. Lady baby. Nope, she's not looking at me. Good morning, Lily. Good morning. Well, Lily's talking to me. Lily's talking to me. Hi, baby. Oh, you know what? I didn't even check for news yet. Whoopsie. Let's do that real quick. Oh, okay, good. So the first high impact news is in 17 hours, so we have green light. Nothing to worry about here. That's good. All right. Yeah, you can see this move down here compared to all those other candles. Can you see how big those candles are? First of all, you know that's institutions because nobody moves the market like that other than the big banks. But because of those big candles, these two bottom indicators are completely thrown off right now. And since that is usually a move that happens right before entry, we cannot rely on the two bottom indicators for entry. That's why I excluded them from the entry rules. That's the reason for it. So again, now we're just patiently waiting for re-entry. And that's that. By the way, I have the desktop audio and the streaming software off, so the sounds you hear is just through the microphone. So just lower the volume a little bit. I know that can be annoying. Just curious because I set this to 4 times the risk. Oh, really? Didn't even take the trades. Okay. Let me just fix this because I changed the master password because I couldn't remember. And I logged back in and now it's not copying the trades here. Let me just start up the EA again. Receiver. LQ. Hold on. LQDFX. Excuse me. Let me just double check here real quick. FTMO 50K. That's gotta be this one. No. This one? There you go. Yeah, LQDFX, okay. Okay. Oh, that's why. Remove. Okay, let's do this again. Good thing I checked. LQFX. Connected. And we have a heartbeat. Okay. Perfect. Now let me check the other accounts just in case. I did take the trade on the other ones. They were untouched. Yep. Trade is on. Trade is on. Trade is on. Okay, perfect. So it was just my private account that did not take that gold trade. That's fine. That's not a big deal. Okay, let's go back here. And we're still in that gold trade. Look at that. Very nice. Usually gold is the one that stops me out. It looks like we're getting away with it. That's good. And here we're patiently waiting for re-entry now. But I gotta get all my confirmations first before I enter. So on those, basically starting over from scratch, we need those for the flip, we need the white arrow, and we need, excuse me, support dots. Let's see what happens. Check my Twitter account real quick. By the way, follow me on Twitter. Brand new account. Link is in the description. Hey, I got 11 followers, yay. Yeah, I just created that account on the weekend, so I have an account for the YouTube channel as well. Like I said, if you want to follow me on Twitter as well, the link is in the description, or should be in the description, let me put it that way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to 2 a.m. tomorrow. that one time there's a trade before 2 a.m. It's not a big deal. But it gives me an hour more sleep. So just gonna grab another water. So I'm gonna mute my mic so you don't have to hear me reaching around here. I'll be right back. Oh, I guess I did not mute the microphone. I'm sorry, I apologize. I thought I hit the mute button, but it was not. Well, you got to hear me in the background now. It's not a big deal. I thought I was muted, but I guess not. So once we hit 2 a.m. it should pick up a little bit. That's when the European market opens. And then an hour later we have London session kicking in as well. That's when things are picking up a little bit. Hey Foss, good morning. No issues? Oh, you mean the noise? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I thought I hit the mute button, but apparently I did not. So you probably heard my chair in the background being moved and my fridge open and stuff like that. Usually I just like to mute that because it's something people usually don't like to hear, but also have to take the microphone down and have to lay it on the table, and then you can hear that sound as well. Okay. I'm just always afraid that it might be too loud on your end. Especially when I have to put the microphone down. I have one of those lavalier mics that you just clip on your shirt. It's cheap and it sounds good. And when I move I have to unclip it and put it on the table basically. So I do not have one of those boom arm big microphones that other streamers have. I don't use that. I might do that later on. I don't know yet. I will do a face reveal at 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal. So if you're not subscribed yet, you want to know what I look like, there's your chance. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel. Also leave a like please on the video. I appreciate that. Helps the channel grow. Always appreciate it, but you hear that all the time on YouTube, so you already know the routine. So yeah, we're still hanging in there with the gold trade. Let's see. By the way, gold is known for doing stuff like that. Just going up a little bit and coming down, and going up a little bit and coming down. So don't get frustrated. That's very common in gold. And also, once you get an entry, all forex pairs, including gold, love to do that. They go up a little bit, and you're just barely in profit, and then it just goes sideways for a couple of hours. And it goes up and goes down and goes up and goes down until it finally takes off. So don't get frustrated. That's very normal behavior. And they love to do that just to annoy traders and basically make them close the trade. So don't be discouraged. Just wait for your entries. And if you have all the confirmations, just take it and then be prepared to be in that trade for an hour or two before it actually takes off. That's very common. Don't get frustrated. That's part of the game, unfortunately. Looks like it might get stopped out of gold as well. That would suck because gold is the biggest stop loss out of all of them. Ah, welcome to Telegram. I see you. Let me just... Yeah, if you're not part of the Telegram channel, by the way, it's free, so no worries, there's no costs. That's just us discussing the strategy and trades and whatnot, hopefully. So far there's not much discussion going on, but that might change. Like I said, I was offline for a few months. I had to put my head in the game, but I'm back now, so I'm planning on staying. So just to update you first, we already had our first loss on Euro USD. There was actually an entry before and we got stopped out of that. That's fine. And there was also an entry on gold, even though it doesn't look like it right now. Like I said, those indicators are repainting, so we might get stopped out on that as well. Which, like I explained yesterday in the video, that's just part of the game. All you can do is follow your plan. And if you did everything right and still get stopped out, don't feel bad about it. That's just what it is. So now we're patiently waiting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it 2 a.m. again because that one time that it actually works out to be a trade at 1 a.m. It's not worth it. Alright, cleared the low, see? Made a new low of the day, same here. It would really be nice if I don't get stopped out on gold this time. Highly appreciated, Forex market, thank you. How are you doing this morning, Foss? You good? Okay, so far so good. Looks like we locked out on gold. Definitely like to see that. Gonna knock on wood real quick, just in case. My grandma used to do that. She always knocked on wood. At least now we have the band coming out again officially. And my guess is GBP USD is going to catch up on the next candle as well. Like I said, the reason why I took this trade before, just to explain it again, because I think Foss was not here before, we did have the band already coming out, and we had the prime entry already here on this candle. So it looked like it created a first high and then a first higher low, because we had the entry criterias all here. We did actually have an arrow here, so it looked like a first step of the ladder basically up on market structure. That's why I did take the trade, even though it did not come out. Maybe I just wait for that next time. We'll see. Like I said, I think I'm gonna move it back to 2 a.m. because that's usually the better entries anyway, and it saves me an hour sitting here for nothing. So next live session is gonna be 2 a.m. again instead of 1 a.m. There's really no point to be at the chart at 1 a.m. Like I said, every once in a blue moon you do get a setup before 2 a.m. But for that one time it's really not worth it. Then you just don't trade that day, or you take a pullback entry that day or whatever. So it's not worth it. I think that's why I originally moved it to 2 a.m. anyway. So I'm gonna keep it at 2 a.m. from now on. Just FYI. Oh, I need to make coffee. I didn't have a chance yet. Euro USD, I went long. Like I said, when we were here at this level here, we did have the band coming out already right when the day changed. And we did have what looked like a prime entry here. So the way I looked at it was, we made a move up, we came down, we had support dots here, and everything lined up. We even had the white arrow. So for me it looked like the first higher low, so I was jumping in on that, but you can see that didn't work out. Luckily I only got a signal on Euro USD, so GBP USD was about to give us a signal but didn't, and thank God we didn't take that entry too, because that would have been 2 losses right there. And I'm still not so sure about gold. We might get stopped out of gold too. I mean, so far we're still in. Same here, we had an entry here, but now the white arrow disappeared and this turned back to red. Again, I explained that yesterday in the video, all those indicators are repainting. So you might get a loss here and there, but usually the wins are by far outweighing the losses, so it's not a big deal if you have a loss here and there. Yeah, no problem. So that was my reasoning behind taking that Euro USD trade. But that was just, I think, yeah, we actually had a little bit of slippage. It was supposed to be $102 loss, but it turned out to be $114. I hate the slippage on my Forex funds. That's the only thing I do not like about them. The stop loss never gets hit where it's supposed to get hit. It's always slippage. That's so annoying. But it is what it is. And it might not seem to be a big deal, like 102, 114, so it's only $12 more. But, you know, percentage-wise, that is a big deal, because you set a certain risk, and when it slips you out on a stop loss, that's not cool, because that's why you calculate your risk. I mean, I just eyeball it anyway, so for me it's not a big deal. But if you're like really anal about your stop losses and your percentage risk, this can be really annoying. I don't blame other people complaining about that. But let's see, maybe they changed that, or maybe they changed brokers or something. I do really like my Forex funds, but that's one thing that really annoys me with them. Okay, so now we got an arrow on gold again. Definitely like to see that because we're still in the trade actually. We got a good move up. Let's see if we can get an arrow here before that candle closes. This could be an entry here because we have all four green. That's what I like to see. It doesn't look like we're getting an arrow here, so yep. Yeah, it actually cleared yesterday's low as well. It went right underneath here. Okay. But again, we don't have an arrow here. Yet. Jesus, look at that candle. It's a stop loss here. No, that's okay. So I gotta keep an eye on that. Euro USD is still red, so there's nothing here. Here, they're all flipped. But we don't have an arrow yet, so we gotta wait for that. Yeah, on gold, like I said, we had an entry too and it was valid, but then it pulled back and this turned back to red and the white arrow disappeared, but it was a valid entry. But we're still in that trade, so we did not get stopped out of it yet. We still might get stopped out, so I don't know. Keeping an eye on it. Again, this looks good, but we don't have a white arrow, so I cannot take that trade yet. The first thing we have to wait for is the white arrow, and then we confirm with the bottom indicators. That's the order you have to do those steps, and we don't have that here yet. Same down here, same with Aussie dollar. Let me go back to the trade window. I don't want to stare at my loss. Nope. Okay, now we got the white arrow on gold again. That makes me feel a little better about that trade. Maybe we get away with it. Let's see. It would be a first that I'm not getting stopped out on gold, but get stopped out on Euro USD instead. Today, bank holiday? Hold on. I don't understand why there's a bank holiday today. We don't have. Oh, Columbus Day. You're right, it is a holiday today. Look at me. Freaking immigrants, they don't know their holidays. Okay, yeah, then it's definitely a bank holiday. But like I said, I only trade London session anyway, so I don't care about the New York session. Oh, I got notifications. Hey, I got new followers, yay. It's my new Twitter account, I'm proud of it. Sue me. Yeah, so today is indeed a holiday here. Oh, that's why my roommate is. See, my other roommate actually works for a bank, and she's with her boyfriend in Tampa right now, on the other side of Florida. And she said she's not going to be back until Tuesday. Now I know why. Because today is a holiday. Now it makes sense. Look at me, I'm catching up. Yeah, and I can't follow those American holidays. Like I said, I'm from Germany originally, so that all those holidays. I mean, I know them. I heard of them. I've been here for 20 years, so but I just don't keep up with them. That's why I have my Google Calendar. It usually tells me, okay, holiday, okay, check. Okay, now we have a valid entry on gold as well. And it might just come out about the same where we got our entry anyway. So we're good. We do not have a valid entry on GBP USD yet. We still need to get the white arrow. Even though the bottom indicator already flipped to green. And here it's not even green yet. On the Euro USD and Aussie dollar, we're still waiting. So let's just wait. Yeah, I'm not gonna take a second entry on gold, even though it would be lower than our original entry and would give us a better average, because I already run a position and do not open more than one position per pair, period. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I can take a new position. But if I already am in a trade, even if it's the entry is a little bit higher, I will not take a second position. Because it will automatically double your risk, and I don't want to do that, especially since I already lost the trade. So, but yeah, it looks like it's gonna equal out to where we got in anyway in the first place. No. See, now in hindsight I can say I entered on this candle, not on this. That's fine. But like I said, I only take one position per trade. That's it. We got lucky that we didn't get stopped out on this one, so just gonna leave that. And we still don't have an arrow on GBP USD, so no entry here. Nothing there yet. And the white arrow is a must, so you have to wait for that. Once we get the white arrow, that's when we confirm with the bottom indicators. But the white arrow is the first thing we need to see. Now we got the white, now we got the white arrow, look at that, entry. Boom, right on candle close, we got it. And since they're already caught up, I can take that entry. I cannot take it on Euro USD yet. Okay, so we got two now. So yeah, that was like right when that candle closed, the arrow appeared, and since I already knew that the bottom indicators are green, and that arrow moved under this candle, so one candle back, that allowed me to take that trade, if that makes sense. So we're in GBP USD as well. Euro USD, nothing yet. We're still waiting on the arrow here, but we might get that on the next candle here as well. Yeah, and I don't know if you were here for us, just so you know, this here is the EA that I was talking about in the live session yesterday. Thiago actually finished it and made the changes, so it looks at the profit on the day now. And the profit on a day, you can see here at 3.1%, would be at 52,582. So now the EA keeps an eye on all the trades that are running. And whenever we hit that number, which would equal 3.1% on a day, it will close the trades. So he was able to make those changes last night. Highly appreciate that. Makes it a lot easier. And so now this EA will basically watch all the trades in the background, and as soon as we hit the target of 3.1 on the day, 3.1% on the account, it will automatically close all open trades at that point. So I like that. And that was my game plan for this week. 3% on a day and then out of the trades and be done. Walk away. So that was very nice of him that he was able to do that. That man helped me so much with the indicators and everything. I already told him, I said, if I get funded for $1 million and make it through the challenges, then he lives in New York. I'm gonna fly up to New York and invite his whole family for dinner. I offered him money and everything, and he wouldn't take it. So I was like, I come up there, we go to dinner, just your family and me, all of me. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So yeah, now we're in the trade on GBP USD. So the first thing that we're waiting for now is that the green band comes out of the purple band. On the other side. So that might take a while. And here we're still waiting for our arrow. Didn't get it yet. But we might get it before candle close on Euro USD. Let's see. Or on candle close. All the bottom those 4 indicators already switched to green, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. When the candle closes and we get an arrow, I might take a buy here as well, just like I did on GBP USD just now, where that arrow popped up right after the candle closed. Now if the arrow is right underneath, that it still counts. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I just keep a finger on the buy button just in case. We found out in 20 seconds. Nope. Okay. No entry yet. Just zoom in here and make sure the stop loss is where it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. The smaller candles, it always looks a little funky. Check this one. Yeah, good on that one. And we don't have anything on the Aussie dollar yet, and we don't have anything on Euro USD yet. So GBP has been very strong the last few days. Ever since that low, it became very strong, started a recovery process. So that might be the reason why GBP is leading right now. Euro USD was recovering a little bit too, but it's still not even back to 1-to-1 with the dollar. Still very weak. At least GBP was able to go up to 1.1 again. That was a massive drop when I hit the low. And I think that was the lowest in 11 years or 14 years or something like that. I heard it in some video, I don't know, I can't remember exactly how long, but quite a while. Excuse me. Just waiting to get all my entries, then I can actually get up and make some coffee real quick. I tried to fix that MyFXbook account because it still says not verified. Actually, let me check again. Maybe it updated. Haha! It worked. Hehe. Okay, so now I can actually make it public. So, because if it's not completely verified, you cannot make it public. How do I do that? Hold on. It's been a while. I think it's down here. Yep. Yes, now I can do public. Look at that. I'll make it all public. Whatever. I got nothing to hide. Save. Okay, that should be it. Let me link that. I'm gonna link that in the video. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta figure this out real quick. Actually, studio. There you go. And then content. Bear with me, I'm not a pro. Okay, there it is. Let me just type that in there. Let's see if that works. Is that saved? Okay. Channel. Live. Yes, worked. Okay, so I added the MyFXbook link in the description. You might have to refresh in order to see that link, but it should be public now. If you have a second and you have nothing else to do, and you would be so kind to check if the link actually works now and everything is public indeed, I would appreciate that. Just so I know that it actually worked. I set everything to public, so it should be available for you to see now. Just when you have a minute, just click on it, see if it works, and let me know in the chat, please. Thank you. So I had to put in the master password of the account, not the read password. And that's what I explained yesterday. That's why I don't like to do that with my challenge accounts, because I had that issue in the past and I cannot change the read password. They don't allow that. They can actually make you lose the account. So I would have to use the master password, and I don't feel comfortable with using the Funnit account master passwords on MyFXbook. On the small account, I don't care, but on the big accounts, I just don't feel comfortable running a MyFXbook with the master password. It works? Good, great, thank you. So at least you have that now, but keep in mind that that account runs on 4 times the risk. Actually, let me check if it actually took the trade now or not. It did not take the trade. Why not? What is going on? It took the trade here. Huh? Oh. No, but it did not take the trade. Why did it not take the trade? Converted lot size is too small. Turn on. Ugh. I hate that. I forgot to put the minimum lot size in there. Give me 1 second. Because I reloaded the expert advisor, but there's a setting that I can set that if the lot size calculated is too low, then at least use 0.01. I can't remember which one it was. I just put it in here, and there was something somewhere else. Here, 0.01, and risk factor is 4. I didn't set that either. Sorry, I have to fix this real quick. Trade. I think that's it. Okay. That should be it. So now it should take the trades. Yeah, there's a setting, wait, because this account is so small, when it converts the lot size, it comes out to less than 0.01, so it says, well, I cannot take the trade. But there's a setting where you can say, okay, if it's too low, just use the minimum lot size of 0.01. And when I engaged that, or reloaded that EA, I forgot to set that setting, that's why I didn't take those trades. It should be okay now, let's see. Really gold. Great. Just fucking great. Sweet, thank you. Ovidio, I think I said that. I hope I said that right. I probably butchered it. I'm sorry. Yeah, so now that works, at least you can, track the progress here at least. Again, I don't feel comfortable with having my master account passwords on my FX book for the funded accounts and the challenge accounts. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And apparently it's not working with a read password. I don't know what my FX book changed. It used to work just fine, but now it's not working anymore. And again, in order to use the read password, you would have to change the read password on the account. And that's something that the prop firms don't allow. They don't allow you to change any passwords. It's actually, it can make you lose the account. And you can read that up on their website. It's in their FAQ, in the rules. So I'm not risking the account just so I can show on my FX book. Just keep in mind that I'm using 4 times the risk on that small account. So it's not an accurate representation of the challenge accounts. But at least you get an idea. So that's the most I can do. So I'm sorry. And I'm getting stopped out of gold. Great. I love it so much. Let's see, maybe I get lucky. Knock on wood. So we still don't have the white arrow on Euro USD. Aussie's gone lower, and I think my gold trade is gonna get stopped out as well. Great. Not a good story, I can tell you that. Not so much. But it is what it is, so. Yep, I got stopped out on gold as well. So that's strike number 2. So I have 2 more losses for the day. If my 2 losses get hit, then I'm done for the day. I'll come back tomorrow. Gonna be a short session then. And now I have to adjust my lot size yet again. Not a good start. And that's exactly the reason why I didn't take a second position. Because we would have had twice the loss now. Pretty much. Might be a while until we get another entry. I'm just gonna make coffee real quick. I'm gonna keep the microphone on per your recommendation, so you said you're not bothered by it, but you might hear a lot of noises in the background, so I'll be right back. I'm making coffee. Oops. Sorry. Alrighty, I'm back. So what we're looking at. Okay. So yeah, we're still in GBP USD, and gold we got stopped out. It's gonna be tough to hit 3% now that we're already down 1%. So let's just see what happens. Maybe I get lucky. You never know. Yeah, on days where you catch the right move on the day, you should easily make 3% on the account if you use 0.01 per 500 on the account. Like I said, that's the low-hanging fruit actually. Usually on a good day, those between all four pairs, you can make about 2% on each pair per trade, so that would be 8% in total on the account. And again, I'm only shooting for 3%, so that's very low. So you might actually be able to pull that off. Yeah, I think GBP USD is good because again, we cleared the low of the day today and the low of the day yesterday. That liquidity was swept, so we should be good here on this one. Those two are not ready yet, and neither is Euro USD. Like I said, GBP USD is a little bit stronger lately than all the other ones. Actually, we can check on that real quick. I have a currency strength meter somewhere. There you go. Yeah, only JPY, Japanese yen, is stronger, but JBP is pretty strong. So is the US dollar. Interesting. Good to know. But yeah, GBP is pretty strong at the moment. Going through the recovery of that fall that we had not too long ago. Oh, I'm sorry, Ovidio. I just saw your message on Telegram. I apologize, but I see you found the live stream, so my bad. I just saw the Telegram message from almost 45 minutes ago. I apologize. I just kept an eye on the channel. I did not check for private messages. My bad. But you found it, so everything's working out. Okay, that looks good. Let's see what happens at 3. So when London session kicks in, and we should get some movement. Yeah, in the bank holiday here in the United States, like I said, I think that's only going to affect the New York session, because London session, you guys don't have a holiday, right, Foss? You have a regular banking day today, as far as I know. Because I doubt that you guys have Columbus Day. I mean, it would be funny, but I doubt it. Let me know. Just curious, but as long as there's no banking holiday in the UK, the London session should just run fine. New York session is gonna be slower, for sure. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, yeah, London session should not be affected then, and that's where we trade anyway. Hopefully by the end of the London session I'm out. Oh, yesterday? Yes. I'm sorry. I should probably message back and do the proper thing. I mean, no, I can. A video. So, yeah, yesterday we had a live session. We usually do a live session on Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, which is early evening in Europe. So it's a convenient time for Europe, UK as well. Sunday we usually do a live session, or at least I'm trying to implement that. We did it for the last 2 Sundays, and we just go over recap from the previous weeks, and I go over the status of the challenges and the funded accounts and everything. So that's every Sunday, and we had a session yesterday, and you can find that link on my channel. It should be the video right before this live stream. It has like a thumbnail with, it's a white background and 2 smileys on it. Here, let me see if I can find it and show you real quick. My channel. Yeah, right here. This was the live session yesterday. Prop firm challenges madness. That's where I go over the strategy that I use. And I also did updates on where we are with the challenge accounts, funded accounts, plans going forward. Everything is in there. It was like a 2-hour session yesterday. You can rewatch that if you want. Also, since I'm seeing we have a few people here again, make sure you subscribe and like the video. Help me out with that channel so we can build that up. Would be appreciated. I hope you're still here. Let me just check on Telegram. Give me 1 second. Just making sure you got that answer, because I let him wait the first time already 45 minutes. Okay. I just want to make sure, because like I said, I already didn't see the first message. Just want to make sure you heard me. Okay, good. No, it's fine. All good. Like I said, I know it's there, so you can listen to that later, or if you want now and come back later, I don't know, whatever you want to do, but it's there, it's recorded. And my goal is to do that every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Just do a quick recap of what happened the week previously, updates on the challenge accounts and where we are, or where I am, and plans going forward. It's all in there. You are audible? What does that mean? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm sorry. You can hear me, or you can't hear me, or I don't understand. I'm sorry. Not quite sure what you mean there. Speaking of Audible, by the way, just wanted to let you guys know that I did contact a CPA company that is specialized in forex traders. What was the name? I give you the link in the next Sunday session. So yeah, that CPA is actually specialized in forex traders. They have a package. I think the most expensive package is $4,500, but they have a deal running right now where they give you $200 off. And what they do is they incorporate an LLC for you, make sure that it is established with Forex in the background or as a main theme. They're specialized on that, so they put everything together for you, LLC, yada yada yada. And they also do your bookkeeping, they do your tax returns, company as well as your personal one. And it's a one-time fee of $4,500, which is deductible, so it's tax deductible. And the bookkeeping is free for the first year, and then it's only $50 a month. And personal taxes are $150 for the year, and company taxes are $599 for the year, and that's it. And once you buy that package, they have cheaper packages too, but I prefer that because I'm lazy. I don't like to do my own bookkeeping. They do basically everything for you when it comes to taxes and bookkeeping and filing your taxes and everything. And the guy seemed very knowledgeable when I talked to him on the phone. So I told him that as soon as I get through those challenges, I'm going to actually sign up with them, and they're going to take care of all my taxes. And I'll give you that link next week, Sunday, for the US traders, if somebody's interested. The guy seems very good. I saw a few YouTube videos with him too. So he's a trader himself, and that CPA company is basically specialized in Forex traders. So they know exactly how to handle Forex trader taxes and companies and setting everything up. And they take care of everything, so I don't have to worry about anything. And it's worth it, once you get to hopefully I get to 1 million funded, which would be nice. Then it's definitely worth the money to have someone else take care of everything, because it just takes a load off of you, and then you don't have to worry about anything. They just ask you for everything they need, you send it to them, and they take care of everything. And then all you have to do is keep track of your receipts and forward it to them. I don't know how that works yet. Like I said, I'm not set up yet with them, but I'm planning on signing up with them as soon as I pass those challenges, and then let them take care of everything. Gotta take care of your taxes, so. And they basically take that load off of you. You don't have to worry about anything. And of course they do it by the book, so everything is legal. They don't try to, I don't know, fake numbers, or I don't know what you cheat on it or whatever. They do everything by the book. And they also help you with tax deductions and whatnot, because on personal, not personal gain, on, what's the word? I don't know, whatever the gain tax is, short-term gains or whatever on Forex is basically gets taxed higher. I think it's up to 31% or something, or even more, up to 40% actually. And he takes care of everything and makes sure that all the deductions that I can do are in the tax returns and whatnot, and basically brings your tax, whatever you owe, down as much as you can. So he said it usually comes out somewhere between, depending on my deductions, between 15 and maybe 20% tax. So that's a big difference. 10 to 20% less taxes, and it's all legal by the book. I take it. And what I'm gonna start doing is, every time I get a payout, I will take 30% of that payout and put it in an extra account or in a second account, because I don't expect it to be more than 30%, and then I have that money available to pay the taxes. And I think you pay that quarterly, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how that works yet. But yeah, I was very happy with him. I was on the phone with him for 20 minutes, and he explained everything to me in detail, and I liked what he had to say, and he seemed to be very knowledgeable in that field. So I'm gonna sign up with them. I feel confident, and they're gonna take care of everything, so I don't have to worry about anything. So that might be something you could be interested as well. I don't get anything out of it, or I'm not affiliated with them. I just think that they're a good company. They have also very good reviews on Trustpilot. But I'll give you all that information on Sunday. I don't want to look that up right now. If you're interested and you live in the US, it's definitely something you might want to look into. Oh, coffee is done. I'll be right back. 1 second. Yeah, I can do that. Be right back. Okay, microphone is back on. I mean, back on my shirt. And I have coffee, so life is already a lot better. Actually, let me see if I can find that website real quick, because we're waiting on setups anyway. I just have to do that off screen because I have to go through my email. There we go. There it is. So this guy's name is Jay McFarland, and the company is called Trader Tax Pros. So let's Google it. Trader Tax Pros. There it is. Okay, let me pull this up so you can see that too. Refer a friend. Okay, I do not have a referral link with that. That's the first time I actually see this refer a friend. That's funny. Like I said, I don't have a referral link with them, and I'm not giving you a referral link. I just really, from the bottom of my heart, think that that's actually a good company to go with if you're looking for someone to do your taxes. Yeah, they give you, here, see, a free 20-minute consultation. You can make an appointment on their website, and then they call you at that point and answer all your questions. And then, where were the packages? Let me see. Join now, maybe? Yeah. So they have 3 packages. They have the basic, the plus, and the deluxe. And the deluxe is where they do your taxes and do your bookkeeping, as well as do all the other stuff that do in the other packages. And it's fully tax deductible, and everything is covered for 1 year. And then after that, you only pay $50 a month for the bookkeeping, and a one-time fee per year of $150 for personal taxes and $5.99 for the company taxes. So it's definitely worth it. That's a steal. My other company that I have, my CPA, charges me $750 just to do my taxes. So that's definitely a good deal, $5.99 a year. and 150 for the personal taxes. So you basically pay yourself a salary, then you can actually show income as well. So if you want to go for a mortgage or a loan or whatever, you actually can show income and whatnot. And again, they take care of everything for you. You don't have to worry about anything. So I like that. And again, he was very knowledgeable. And they're specialized on Forex traders. They do all traders, but they're specialized in Forex. So I feel pretty good. I just told him I have to wait until I have my funded accounts together so I can actually afford that. But I'm definitely gonna go with them as soon as I pass those challenges, because then it's worth it. You know, with $1 million, if you make 3% a day, that's 30,000 a day. So the 4,500 one-time fee, which is tax deductible, is not gonna bother me and keep me from going with them, if that makes sense. So it's just something you might want to keep in mind in the future. And again, I'm not affiliated with them. I do not have a referral link. You can go on their website on your own. I told you the name. So I'm not getting anything out of it. That's just me just feeling really good about that company. And you can go on Trustpilot as well. They have raving reviews throughout. So every trader that left a review there is very happy with them. So I feel fairly good about them. Is there still people here? I don't even see if there's any. Nobody here anymore. Wow. They all left me. Fox is still here. Okay. I don't know. For some reason, it just showed me 0 viewers. I don't know. Did they all leave? Like, I start talking about taxes and everyone leaves. It's like, yeah, we don't want to hear about taxes. I'm out. Peace. No, but like I said, if you are in the U.S., that's you gotta take care of your taxes. You don't want to get in trouble. And you know, if there's a company out there that does it all for you, I think for what they do and what they offer, it's actually a fair price. And again, it's tax deductible, so you can take that fee off your taxes as well. Just something to look into. Yay! Everybody here. Good. So okay, 3 o'clock hit. I got my coffee. Let's see, something's going on now. We're still in that GBP USD trade. Yeah, and when it comes to trading in general, like I said, don't be afraid of losses. Just as long as you follow a plan, you'll be good, you know. And if you just play Wild West, yeah, then I would worry about it. But if you follow a trading plan and you follow it by the T, you know, you're still going to have losses here and there, but at least you taken, as long as you're taking good setups and you follow the rules, then it will work out in the end. So don't stress about losses. That's definitely a lesson I had to learn. I mean, they're not fun and they suck when they happen, but it's part of the game. And as long as you accept it and see it for what it is, you'll be okay. As long as you follow a plan, that's the most important. You got to have a trading plan. So strategy itself is not everything. You got to have a complete plan. How to you know, not only getting into a trade, but also how to handle the trade, where you get out. Everything needs to be written out from A to Z. And then once you have that plan, you follow that plan. And I know that my plan works. Again, I'm already funded with 150K, and I'm currently running another 850 in challenges. So, and I'm just following my plan. That's it. If I hit a loss, it's fine. I just move on, take the next entry. Don't stress out over that. And worst case scenario is that we hit 4 losses on a day, and then I just call it a day and come back the next day. That happens too. It happened to me twice so far on funded accounts. So it will happen eventually. So don't be discouraged, you know, just come back the next day. And just keep doing the same thing, rinse and repeat. Just follow the plan, and as long as you follow the plan, you're gonna be successful with the system. I can tell you that. I'm living proof of that, and I know what I'm doing. Okay, let me take that back. I didn't want to sound cocky. So I'm not a pro trader. Obviously, I'm using indicators, but I know that it works. That's what I wanted to say. I've been through it. I developed the system, and I know it works. So if you, again, you can always trade it on a demo account first until you get comfortable with it and see that it indeed does work. And once you get comfortable with it and you have confidence in it, then you can take it to a live account. That's always an option, and that's something you should do anyway, to be honest. You can't just trust some hooty booty on the internet throwing something at you. Even if it's for free. But again, my recommendation would be to test it out on a demo account. That way you don't have anything to lose, and then you see for yourself how it works and the little quirks. And once you get used to it and you have the confidence and you know that it works, then you can take it to a live account. That's something you should always do. But I'm very confident in my system. Like I said, it made me go through 2 challenges and pass those challenges. And I'm just gonna follow my trading plan, the one that we discussed yesterday, and keep trucking. That's my plan. Okay, I like GBP USD right now. You can see that the band now curved up. I like to see that. And it looks like we're catching up on the bottom indicator. So yeah, like I said, I'm waiting for the green band to come out of the purple band on the other side now. And hopefully before that happens, we're gonna see this flip to green. So we catch a longer move. Once the bottom indicator switches to green, then I will not look at the chart anymore. Then I will just watch the indicator on the bottom here and wait until it turns back white, and then I'm gonna look for an exit. Ovidiu. I hope I said that right. I'm gonna go back to the Mastering FX Telegram channel so I can see if someone types in there. So excuse me if I don't see your chat if you send anything else now. I have to keep an eye on that other channel. I will look out though, so no worries. Just have to switch my main focus here. And oh shit, I missed it. There was an entry in gold, so I'm gonna take that one real quick. We have the white arrow and we have all 4 green, so had to take that real quick. Phew, I almost missed that entry. I would have been pissed, especially since gold already stopped me out. So okay, so we got gold running now too. Euro USD and Aussie USD are not there yet, so that's good. I mean, not good, but that's that. Man, I almost missed that entry because of me talking so much. Yeah, so we had, here, let me zoom in so you can see that better. We had the white arrow on this candle, and we had the support dots, and we had all 4 indicators green, so that was an entry right there. I caught it a little late, but what is that, like 2 pips, 3 pips, so it's not a big deal. So we caught that entry. Now again, I just have to wait for the other ones. Very nice, just in time, holy moly. Yeah, if you miss out on a couple of pips, that's not really a big deal, so don't worry about that if that happens. 3 pips in the bigger picture is not that much in gold. Gold usually runs for 100 to 200 pips per day, so 3 pips is not going to make a big difference there. Call it squirrel slippage. So yeah, but that's nice. So we have a gold entry again. We have GBP running, and now we gotta wait for those 2 to catch up. I'm expecting those to go up as well. Kind of don't get me wrong. I mean, I like that GBP is like running up like that. However, it goes a little bit too fast, so I'm hoping that this is not going to be a short trade. I'm probably not making sense right now. It's in my head. So if it goes up too fast, let me put it that way, then again, this indicator cannot catch up, and it might actually be a short trade where it turns around again and comes down. So that's why I don't like that. Let's see. I almost missed that one. Those are not there yet. Quite. Not quite there yet. Ow, that was hot. Still, fresh coffee is something I can't go without my coffee. GBP/USD is looking nice. Let me just check the hourly here, just to see what it looks like. Oh, okay. So it looks like we're bouncing off of that 1 hour order block or demand zone. So that's a nice confluence. It's not part of my strategy, so I want to point that out. That's just for me visually, and I'm not technically trading supply and demand. I'm just following my system. But it's nice if you have a confluence there. So it makes me actually feel good about that trade. So this might actually run a little bit. I just would like to see that this high here to break. That would be nice. If this breaks, then it might actually run for a while. You don't have anything here. Nothing here. Is this 1 hour or 15 minutes? I actually want it on 15 minutes. I knew it. 15 minutes. I prefer that over the 1 hour. Minutes. There we go. Let's see if that. And again, don't worry about the supply and demand zones. That's just a visual aid for me. They're not part of the strategy, so. So yeah, I definitely want to see that high to break. That would be nice. Then we're sitting pretty with GBP/USD. On this one, oh, it's like way down here. Okay. Come on, baby. Need to break that high. And if it does break that high, just FYI, usually when it breaks a high, then it will pull back a little bit. Don't stress out over it. Leave your stop loss in place and just endure the pullback and the continuation. That's very, very normal market behavior. Like I said, I just want to see that high broken. And then we're sitting pretty good with that trade. Yeah, and the only thing I did mention that at the end of yesterday's live session, not sure if everyone heard that, so I'm gonna repeat that. Once you are in a trade, the only thing you have to look out for is a complete reverse entry signal. So meaning we get the resistance starts here. I switched the colors, by the way, just so you know. The support is now red and the resistance is green, and I know it doesn't make sense, but it's a better contrast to the supply and demand zones because they're green and red, and I can see that better in contrast. But yeah, anyway, when you're in a trade and you see resistance starts and you see a white arrow going down, I'm talking about a buy trade here. I'm taking GBP/USD as an example. If you would get resistance starts here, a white arrow, and everything here switches red, you need to get out of the trade. So that's a complete reverse entry signal, and then you need to close your trade and go the other way. Just keep that in mind. regardless what the bands say. Haha. Hey Rowan, welcome. What you cooking? What time is it in Australia right now? I'm curious. That's the only one that I never can remember, the time difference to the United States. Okay, so now we got a Euro USD white arrow. Once the candle closes, but it looks like it's gonna stay there. And then all we have to do is wait for the 3 indicators already green. So we have to wait for the 4th one to switch as well, and then we can take that trade as well. Very nice. So looks like we're getting 4 trades in today. That would be cool. I really want to see this high broken. This makes me nervous. I would definitely feel better once that high breaks. Yeah, and whenever that flips, we still have to wait for the candle close. So if that candle closes now, and then it shows flipped, I cannot take the trade, then I would still have to wait for that. The only time I can do that when all we're waiting for is the white arrow, and the white arrow shows up and goes underneath a previous candle, like it did on GBP USD. Like I said, when on that candle close, we had the white arrow showing up underneath that candle. So that was the previous candle. Everything else was already flipped. So that's why I was able to take that trade here. On this one, like I said, we do have the white arrow, but if on candle close this flips, we would still have to wait for the candle to close. That's the only indicator where you have to wait, because I could still come back down with the next candle. So you gotta wait for that. And I do not like this. I really want it to break. It looks good here. I mean, we're over 1 in strength, so that looks good. We should be able to break it. Let's see. Come on, GBP, you can do it. You can do it. USD CAD. Yeah, I don't trade USD. I don't like the CAD pairs, to be honest with you. Same with JPY pairs, Japanese yen pairs. Japanese yen pairs, they, oh my god, they spike everywhere. I hate that. And they're prone for stop hunts. So I don't trade Japanese yen pairs as well. And CAD and Swiss franc, what I don't like about those pairs is they're very like zigzag when they move. They don't move smoothly. And that's just, I don't know, I don't like that. So I don't trade them. I mean, if you can stomach it, you can trade it. It works. I know it works on other pairs too. I just prefer those 4. All of those 4 usually run very smoothly. Aussie USD sometimes goes a little bit in zigzag. Same with gold, but all in all, like I said, I'm very happy with those pairs. And between all of them, you get a good amount of pips together. Oh, look at GBP USD. Come on, baby. So yeah, that's why I only trade those 4. That's fine. And I like it that they all usually run in the same direction at the same time. So you can kind of gauge that when one starts running, then usually the other ones are not far behind. Yeah, exactly. I'm just not a fan of CAD pairs, Canadian dollar pairs, and Japanese yen pairs, and Swiss franc. So those 3 currencies I usually avoid if I can. They're just same with if I can avoid it, NZD. Like my favorite pair is actually the British pound, New Zealand dollar, because it moves so much. but unfortunately it's also all over the place as well. So, and I just can't stomach that. Like, it's constantly up and down, up and down. I like a pair that runs smoothly, where you don't get too many surprises, if that makes sense. And those four did me well. I did trade GBP AUD before, but I decided to settle on Aussie dollar because it's just calmer, if that makes sense. Oh, look at that. We might break it. We might break it. That would make me feel a whole lot better. Okay, we definitely have the arrow on Euro USD now, so we just have to wait for that indicator to flip, and then we can take a trade here as well. Aussie dollar is not quite there yet. And now gold is pulling back again. Really? Really? Anyway, yeah, I definitely would like to see this high to break. That would make me feel a lot better about this trade. And here we're not quite there yet. So here we're just waiting on this fourth indicator to flip. And then we can take a position on Euro USD as well. It's not quite there yet, so you gotta be patient and wait for your confirmations. Come on, baby. Just a little higher. Yeah, but I'm not so worried about it. Like I said, the strength is like, you can see everything over 1 is pretty strong actually. And we're at 1.2 now, so this should break. Looks like it. Let's see if we get a signal on Euro USD now too. Again, with that indicator, the fourth indicator, if the candle closes and you see it flip with 2 bars, do not take the trade. You still gotta wait for a candle close. Don't fall for that. So if that's the last signal you're waiting for and it flips, you gotta wait until that candle where it flipped closes, always. Yeah, those cat pairs, Swiss franc, New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, those might still be good pairs for like maybe higher time frames, but on the 5-minute time frame, those pairs are horrible. In my personal opinion. You might have a different experience, I don't know. I just avoid them. And like I said, I don't like the way they move. It's too much up and down, zigzag. Okay, I do not like this. So let's just wait and see what happens here. And seriously, gold? Again? Are you kidding me? Yeah, so I gotta keep an eye on GBP USD now because we have a resistance dot. So if we do get a white arrow for a sell and those flip to red again, then I have to close the trade and take the opposite trade. No matter where the trade is at that point. And I really do not like this on gold. That would be the second stop out on gold today. Come on. They're really doing me like that? I'll keep an eye on that number here as well. I left the running profit here. Oh, I forgot to load the EA again. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Close all my profit. Be 3.1. Font size 8. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, now it lowered my target. Oh well. It's fine. After 2 losses, I take it. If you get up to 52, I'm not complaining. So yeah, when I changed the template, the supply and demand zones and reloaded the template, I forgot to put the EA back on. But now it's running again. And the white arrow disappeared again. That's why we wait on confirmation. And I really gotta keep an eye on GBP USD. So what are you cooking, Rohan? I'm curious. And what time is it in Australia right now? I think that's a little bit too early with the break even, because keep in mind, even if it breaks it high, it might come back to retest an order block down here, which we have right here. There's an order block. So if your entry is up here and you have break even, it would still stop you out before it continues up. Just word of advice. I don't move my stop loss to break even anymore. Oh wow, so yeah, early evening. Chicken burgers, nice. Yeah, like I said, I don't move my stop loss to break even anymore because I went through that in my live session video yesterday. If you want to watch it, it definitely has a reason. And here we did not even break the high yet, so it might definitely come back down again to retest. So I would not put the stop loss to break even yet. Once we break that high and we come back to retest an order block, which is right here, and then move up, then I would move my stop loss to break even. That's just my opinion. But I mean, you know, you do you. I just really want to see that high being taken out. But keep in mind, when it breaks that high, it will probably come back to retest that order block here. There's a 5-minute order block right here. Right here. That's a 5-minute order block. So when it breaks here, it might come down here to retest this order block and then take off. So if your entry is anywhere above it and you have it at break even, you get stopped out right before the move continues up. So I definitely would reconsider that. Okay. I hope gold's done playing around with me now. At least I didn't get stopped out this time. Yeah, I just I don't move my stop loss to break even anymore for a few reasons, and I explained that in yesterday's video. For me, it's either hit profit target or stop me out. Done. The only reason why I would close this trade early, even if it's in a loss, before it hits my stop loss, if we get the white arrow, the white sell arrow, and we get those 4 to flip red. When that happens, I will close my buy trade and take a sell trade. That would be the only reason for me to close it early. And even take a hit on it if I have to. Other than that, I'll let it go. And it looks like it was not able to break that. That's not good. But again, once I get basically a reversed entry signal, that's when I stop worrying about it. Alrighty, have fun. Enjoy your burgers. Did it take that trade now? Yes. Okay, now it's working. Oh, it shows the running profit here too. Oh, cool. Well, then I don't need that. Then I can lower this and make the charts actually bigger. Very nice. There you go. Gold's still playing around. USD is still valid as a trade, so, but I keep an eye on it. And Euro USD and Aussie USD are still not ready. They're running the low again. Wow. Damn, look at them. They're really playing around with this one. Still no reason to close that trade, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. Oh, there's another order block down here. Okay. So it might go down to this demand zone here before we get an entry signal. Is there anything down here? Nope. That doesn't make me feel better. Still no reason to close it. And gold is gonna stop me out again. You kidding me, right? Yep. Got stopped out again. So now we're at 3 losses. So I have one more strike and then I'm out. It sucks. This is not looking good. But we don't have an arrow yet, so but if we do get a white arrow, then I have to close that trade as well. So Euro USD just hit that order block here. Let's see if we get a entry here. GBP USD, like I said, we're still in the trade. We still didn't get a white arrow, so it's not an exit signal yet. So for now, the trade is still valid as it is. Trade size is still okay. We're still at 50k, so definitely not a good start today. I don't like that. Yeah, might have to trade that GBP USD trade as well. If you get a white arrow, then I'm definitely out for now and wait for another entry. Let's see what happens. Still no exit reason. So almost 1,000 down on a day. That's not good. Just double check. Today. Yeah, 912 on a day. That's not good, not good. If you use 0.25 risk on the trades, then and you have that account size, you should be right around 455 on a day, so close to 1%. Like I said, one more losing trade, and then I would have to call it a night for tonight. We're which would suck. Like I said, that hasn't happened in a while now. Ay, 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 ay. So yeah, the only thing that's missing is the white arrow. If we get that, I gotta close that trade. Hopefully before it hits my stop loss. That's not looking good. Oh man. So what I'm gonna do here on GBP USD is, if you get the white arrow, I'm gonna put my stop loss right underneath the low here, and then if I get taken out, I'm getting taken out. That's what it is. I'll put my stop loss right underneath here, just in case. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna put it right underneath that candle here. If it breaks that, then I'm definitely out. Well, looks like that was a whole bunch of nothing tonight. Okay, now it's pulling back. And there's the white arrow. Okay, so I'm gonna move my stop loss right underneath that low. If it breaks that low, that wick, then I don't want to be in that trade anymore. At least I'm not taking a full hit if that happens. Not looking good. Yeah, it's gonna take me out. There it is. Alright, that's it for me for tonight. Like I said, 4 losses, I'm out. And that's it. Not sure if I'm gonna live stream tomorrow. Gotta see. Probably not, to be honest. But I'll keep you all posted in the Telegram chat. Like I said, if you're not a member of the Telegram channel yet, the link is in the description. It's free to join, and I keep you posted in there. Keep you updated what's gonna happen, and we'll see. But I'm definitely done for today. That's my rules, so I'm sticking to my rules. You all have a good night. I'm going back to bed. It's a whole bunch of nothing. I'm sorry to disappoint, but that's what it is. Gotta follow my plan. And you all have a good night. Bye.